I wanted to explain to y'all how I'm actually one of the best neighbors this side of the Mississippi. Happy Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, family's in charge. Family's in charge. Yeah. What's up? How we doing? Happy Halloween. My name is Hero. This is Coding with Strangers. And like I was saying earlier, I'm one of the best neighbors this side of the Mississippi. And I pity the fool that doesn't believe that. You feel me? Clap it. Where's my oh yeah? The reason why I can make such bold claims is because I'm currently right now for the last 30 days I have been enjoying the illustrious light show that the neighbor across from me, so not in front of me but across from me but directly parallel to me, their light show has been going off succinctly every night at the same times from 6 p.m. all the way up till 5 a.m. where it shuts down automatically. Now, being the tech person that I am, could I have hacked into his open Wi-Fi slot that is used to control that machine and turned it off myself? Yeah, I could have. But I didn't, because I promised not to use my powers for evil. My name's Hero. Could I have, knocked on the door and said, hey, I work 12-hour shifts. It'd be a blast, but your show is all cool and stuff, but, it'd be nice if you could turn those lights off. No, because no one likes a neighbor that doesn't mind his own goddamn business. So you know what I did? I endured. And then after night 2, I went on Amazon Prime, next day delivery, and got, before 4 a.m., a nice, comfortable surround sound deep deprivation blindfold. It also deafens you, so loud sounds don't mess with you. And can honestly say, without a shadow of doubt, that I've gotten some of the best sleep this side of the Mississippi. Can we just It's great. It's great. But you're probably wondering, Hero, it's just some lights. Hero, relax. It's just some lights. Relax. I'm going to show you something. And while this isn't my neighbor, it was 10 times worse than this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. There was a point where I woke up with this blaring. I thought I was in a fight. I thought I had gone in my sleep and baby Jesus had condemned me to the nether realm. I thought the police were at my door. I thought I was being raided. At one point, I thought I fell asleep in this chair and I left the stream on. I just fell asleep. This goes on for 6 hours. Y'all. No one's home. He just has it on. He doesn't have any kids either. So I'm doubly confused. No synchronization, no nothing. It's just chaos. What's the theme here? What's the theme? I'm not going to bore y'all with this anymore. So it led me down a rabbit hole of questions, concerns, and damn near obligations, because he doesn't have solar panels either. So this madman doesn't have solar panels. He runs them for 6 hours a day, every day, for 30 days. I was beside me. I said, how much does this cost? Furthermore, with the rise of people having epileptic seizures due to flashing lights, how many people are doing a drive-by on this house and crashing an hour later? Just trying to keep it together. So I did some digging. Could you imagine, just for the animated jumping cat Halloween light display, which was in this fund, $2,500? I want to fight everybody. I want to fight everybody. For the pumpkins in the window, there was 4 of them, $500 each. The wolf running animation, which he had 4 in the lawn, $1,040. He had a couple of skulls on the garage, $950. You want to set up for the 16? This is okay, and also this is a very sketchy website. As you can see, they use strictly HTML, the most rudimentary HTML to make this, because wow, lights, get your game up. Hit us up. We'll gladly make you a new website, but I'm not clicking on none of these links. This is the most sketchiest shit I've ever seen. He had his shit all a line right, a line left. Just straight boxes, basic CSS. Good on you. But the Halloween control with 16 outputs, $700. The Halloween control package with 16 outputs and RBG faces, $1,500. I am sick right now because this is the startup cost. Because you can't just go out there with just one. You got to get the whole kit and caboodle. You feel me? The reason why that video had no sound is because it was playing Beat It and Thriller from Michael Jackson, which you know, and I know, will get your channel so copyright stricken so quickly. This wouldn't even make it to an episode. But they got the speaker sound system, $80 for each one. Now, thankfully, my neighbor doesn't use speakers. But for the whole kit and caboodle, and I'm talking about a display of that one, you're talking of upwards of $25,000. $25,000. So
I beg your pardon.
We're here to this point. So I just was like, oh, okay. But am I just being a baby? Maybe I'm just being a baby. Maybe I'm not the problem. Because once again, it's more important to mind your business. Well, turns out there's some concerned citizens out there. The cost of spooky Halloween displays. Sioux Falls. Thursday night, trick-or-treaters will be out and about in their costumes looking for sweet treats amongst the decorated houses and their prices that come with those Halloween traditions. The National Retail Federation estimates a total of Halloween spending will reach $11.6 billion this year. Decorations alone are expected to run a total of $3.8 billion. From sinister graveyards to spooky tunnels, Halloween decorations is a serious business for some. We've been putting this together now for about 20 years, Sioux Falls decorators Jeff Waltrip said. I started with a neighbor of mine's, Garrett, down the block, and now we sort of had a competition kind of built up. Oh, God. And thank God no one on the block even remotely tries. I think one time a neighbor across the street from him put up a little like string thing in front of her doorway, and we all sent a group text to her like, hey, take that shit down. We do not want anyone thinking we're here to challenge him and make him do some more extra shit. We was not trying to make, we text her, hey, take it down. But she had the nerves to say, it's just candy corn string confetti. Take it down. Sharon, listen to me. take it down now. We don't want nobody thinking this competition for him. He wins, that's it. Because he takes it down the very next day, which is great. We sort of had a competition kind of built up over about 5 or 10 years. And eventually a lot of people on the block joined in. Don't be people on the block. Don't be people on the block. Waltrip says his display changed slightly each year, but total he spent a good chunk of change on them. Over the 10 to 15 years, I've spent over $15,000 over 20 years, I suppose. A few streets down from Waltrip, you'll find a display of the upholsteries has been putting out for about 10 years. You know, we've added, I suppose there's a couple $1,000 on all the stuff we got. Upholstery said most of the stuff has lasted, 8 or 9 years. While those price tags may seem scary to some, for those decorators, they say come Halloween night, it's all worth it. Last year we had over 160 kids. They would just come over and, 57th Street, come and ride through, vary with bicycles, wagons, moms, dads, bring the kids, and we set up a fire and we sit outside with them. Poultry says, oh, this is just a big old happy community type shit. This is all warm and fuzzy.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Make me feel warm and fuzzy. We usually get between 1,500 and 200 trick-or-treaters. Could you imagine that many people ringing your doorbell? That many people coming to your house? I got tired of coming up and down the stairs, so I just sat on the stairs. And as soon as I seen one coming, cool. Next year, I'm definitely just putting a bucket out there and saying, grab until it's gone. The price tag of the candy of all those trick-or-treaters is another story completely. The National Retail Federation found that the candy remains the most popular thing and spend the most money on during Halloween. This year, spending a sweet treat, expecting to hit a total of $3.5, I'm assuming, billion dollars, because this horrible local news article wrote this with ChatGPT and didn't care to cross-reference it with anything. But another interesting aspect of it is that electric bills go up during these seasons, even on top of it being colder, so people start running the heat. Some people have probably started running the heat in their houses because the temperature drops to 50 during the nighttime here. So with that, some people probably spend up an additional 40 to 60% on their electric bill. Yeah, right now in Sioux Falls, 36 degrees, so they got their heat on right now. So prices are going up. Prices are going up. But against all odds, I like Halloween is one of those holidays that I'm okay with. It's probably, is it in my top 5? No, it's not in my top 5, but it brings more people joy, and it has a lot of cultural persuasions based on where you go. You got the Dia de los Muertos, you got the spirit rivers and things of those natures. You got the voodoo dolls and all that stuff. It's all great. There's all versions of it, so I'm okay with it. So as a collective group, we have decided to continue to let our next door neighbor indulge in this and just bite our tongues, because you want to know something that's more important than trying to make your neighbor conform to a bunch of light regulations that are in the books, but you don't want to cause them trouble, is having a neighbor that minds their own goddamn business. And I want to be that type of neighbor. If that's the type of neighbors I want, that's the type of neighbor I got to be. So I went out and bought my own little IRAP thing. I don't have to worry about it no more. But let me know, who's the person on your block doing this right now? How many people came to your block to give out candy? Did you give anything away? Did you get that I was Mr. T? What are we still doing here? Like, share, and subscribe. We're done.